going on, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Mike, the Nauti Cruiser. It's Thirsty Thursday, Throat Punch Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and officially NFL Thursday. We got the green in the house for the Eagles. Y'all already know what it is. EAGLES. Eagles, go Birds, baby. Go Birds. Defending Super Bowl champs taking on the Dallas Cowboys tonight in Philadelphia. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. I hope you're all having a fantastic night. The green's a little different than the blue, but we got to rep the home team, the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. Let's go. Go Birds. And there is some new developments in this weekend and what's going to happen this weekend. And that's the big choice that had to be made, or is still in the process of having to be made, and that is to cruise or to cancel. Oh no. Cruise or to cancel. No! Listen, there's a slight development in things that are going on. So before we talk about all of that stuff, and we talk about risky business, we're going to just go to the chat and say hello to everybody in the chat. Now, I do know Scott McNeil was the first one here. He was last night. He called me to let me know. I didn't see the chat this morning to say hello to everybody else that was in the chat. So if you were here before Kurt was here, welcome. But Kurt's the first one in the chat tonight with some very, very sad faces over here. Martin in the house. Gay is in the house all the way from Australia. Doug is in the house from Canada. We got Lourdes in the house from the Sunshine State. Who else we got? We got Robin in the house. Oh, look at that. The Nauti Cruiser commented. I have a handy-dandy Bucky's keyboard. Gay, Lourdes, Diabetic all the way from Hawaii. Will G is in the house. Julie from KC. What's going on, Julie? Hey. Kansas City. Cameron's in Kansas City. Robin, Scott McNeil. Doug, Robin, Scott McNeil. Martin, Doug, Robin, Scott McNeil. And Diabetic saying how pre-chat should be 2 times the points and all that fun stuff. So, let's get down to business. Here is the first dilemma. Kurt is sad because Kurt is not going on the Star of the Seas this weekend. Unfortunately, he had to cancel due to, I'm not going to say unforeseen circumstances, but Kurt was trying to do some risky business moves in Myrtle Beach, and he fell and hurt his shoulder pretty bad. He hasn't been able to move it the last couple days, had some ortho appointments, things like that. So he is down for the count and injured, at home, resting, recuperating, and getting better. So Kurt, please take it easy. Much love. Hopefully the shoulder is doing better real soon, and y'all can get that figured out. Edward is in the house from Arizona. What's going on, Edward? So my little dilemma is to cruise or to cancel. Now, for those of you who are on Facebook and follow me on Facebook as well, you know a few weeks ago I lost one of my closest childhood friends. And the arrangements have been made, but not in the traditional sense, right? So there's no viewing, no funeral, nothing like that. It's just going to be a little small gathering. I'm not going to give the details because it's personal, it's private, right? So there's going to be a little small gathering for a few hours sometime next week during this sailing. So the hard choice to make was to cruise or to cancel. So as of right now, the verdict is with the jury, and the jury is leaning towards to cruise. So I'm not going to say I cancel. I'm not going to say I'm 100% cruising because the jury is still out on that. The best way to find out is to be following me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Reels, and all of that fun stuff, because as soon as you see a post from me this weekend, you'll know what my decision was. Some of you may already have speculations on what that may be, but we're going to talk about all of the fun stuff on Star of the Seas, and we're going to continue to talk about all the fun stuff on Star of the Seas, because there's a very high likelihood that I would be on board the ship starting Sunday. I got the Eagles game on in the background, so if you see me poke my head back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's because I got a bet going on right now, and I need one more person to score, and I can win some money. Money. Let's see. Did any of my bets hit yet? Nope. We need 2 for that one. We need 1 for this one to hit. And we need 1 for this one to hit. We can only use sports betting books here in Florida. We can only use the Hard Rock betting app to do all sports betting. So we can't really do other fun sports betting here in Florida. Everything's got to go through the Hard Rock app. So it's really it's limited compared to what you can do in other states like New Jersey. So that's the plan for now. Verdict's still out. I have considered extending the offer to a few other people, Doug. But as of right now, I'm solo on the trip. Royal has made some adjustments and some changes, and that's what's making it a little more difficult to get out of. So as of right now, I'm still scheduled to sail on Sunday, and I'm planning to have all of that finalized by Saturday. So with all of that going on, it's just been trying to figure out a few things, get some things in play. I'll be honest with you. We are, what's today, Thursday. The cruise leaves Sunday. I would board the ship on Sunday, and that means I would have been packed since last week. No. 0 things are packed. Nothing is packed. Nothing is ready to go. I don't even know if I have enough clean drawers, enough clean socks, enough clean tank tops. I know I got plenty of shirts. That much I do know. But nothing is packed. Nothing is ready to go or anything like that. So that's all going to have to get done over the next few days, regardless of what decision I make. And it's going to have to get rushed. Saturday is Aubrey's birthday. She'll be turning the big 12. And we have a football game for Michael Saturday morning. Mother-in-law's in town, so that's going to be a little crazy over the next few days with all of that stuff. But there's a lot of things going on. Now, I do want to touch base about size here, and I want to ask the ladies in the chat, does size matter? If size matters, drop a 1. If size doesn't matter, drop a 2, and then we'll get into why size matters. Say hi to our friend Mia. Also, Lourdes, I am going to win that $1.7 billion, and we're all cruising free. LOL. Martin, thanks for the super chat.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
And I'm pretty sure we would be the ones cruising for free if you hit and you paid for it. So no, we will not be cruising for free. I am considering changing my shoes and socks from black to white for the entire vacation, just for one dress-up night on a cruise white night. Yeah, so I don't typically do like dress-up nights or 80 nights or anything like that. And I think I'm going to start doing that on voyages because I have plans to do certain things on board the Star Princess group cruise in July, and I want to try and get into the rhythm of all of that stuff. Now, I have made some arrangements with Royal through the app to make some like entertainment slots because once Kurt was taken off the booking, everything that was reserved under Kurt disappeared. So that means all the shows that were already reserved, they all disappeared. And I missed out on a few of the other shows. And I'm trying to continue on with the Royal Caribbean app to make some more slight adjustments in getting certain shows. But they're all sold out. So like all the comedy sold out, all the regular shows are sold out. They're all booked completely solid. Now you can still go standby, which is great. And I'm trying to figure that out, if at all. But I made some adjustments that needed to be made. I've done some things. I do have a few packages that were put in there that weren't that much more additional. So I'll be surprised. I'm honestly surprised at the cost of certain things. The drink package was less than $70. The internet was relatively inexpensive. Specialty dining options for lunch were relatively cheap. We're talking less than $20 to go eat at Hooked or Chops. A little bit more to eat at Izumi for lunch. So some of those reservations have been made. And they're in there, right? So if everything works out to where I get on board the ship. All the reservations that I need, whether it's for specialty dining or internet or anything like that, it's all on there already. So the reason I'm asking if size matters, and none of you ladies want to answer the question, I will ask you, Martin. Martin, does size matter? And the reason I ask if size matters is because would you cruise a big ship or would you cruise a little ship? Or are you like me and will cruise all of the ships? I love all ships, all shapes, all sizes, and I promise you I would cruise all of them. But one of the loyals have sent me a picture. He is currently on board the Star of the Seas. Dave Dietz, shout out to you, my brother from another mother. I gotta show y'all. That is the Star of the Seas next to the Margaritaville Islander, and look at the size difference. We're talking 3 floating metropolises next to one little itty bitty city. It's absolutely insane how big that ship is when you compare it to other ships, whether it's Carnival or Norwegian, whatever the case may be. The Star of the Seas is a monster of a ship. And Lourdes says, there's just more to hug, Mike. So that means you like us fluffy guys. I always knew it, Lourdes. I always knew you liked us fluffy guys. But yeah, it's been a little crazy. That looks like an AI thumbnail. It's probably the light on my phone. And I could have pulled it up and just screen shared with you guys. But I didn't want to dive into all that because I have no idea. I have no clue how to do that. I'll be honest with you. I know how to push the button that says go live. I know how to jump back and forth between the super chat button and stuff like that. But to do the screen share, I haven't messed around with it enough to do that. I like big ships, and I cannot lie. I know for sure. Size matters. I love bigger ships, but I would go on Star and Margaritaville. It looks like Star had a baby. Yeah, just right out, floating in the Atlantic and the Gulf, and just bloop, pop the ship right out. So that's the plan so far. Everything's still, a little bit up in the air, and that's the go with it, right? That's the to roll with it, to go with it, and to just figure it all out. Now, I can tell you this: October is still going and trucking along real smooth. Upgrades through Princess were amazing. We are now in a Cove balcony, so that's exciting. And flights have been figured out. That's exciting. Hotels have been figured out. That's exciting. Everything else for October is completely done. The only thing I am waiting for at the moment is for Carnival to reach out the way they typically do for elite offers to get a little bit of information, to set up some transfers and all of those fun things, what type of alcohol they're going to send to the room, and get that all figured out. Now, there is some new exciting announcement or news from Carnival today, the new zero proof cheers package. I'm still a little iffy on that one. I'm still wanting to dig into it a little bit more. I do have a few questions. I do have a few concerns. Here's my thing. If I go and my pregnant wife, Martin, who is in the chat, does not want to drink alcohol to, complicate things, is she still forced to get the alcoholic cheers package if I went with that, or is she able to get the zero cheers package? So there's still a few things. There's still a little speculation that needs to get figured out before I dive really deep into that. But it's exciting news. Now, the downfall is that's going to make the lines at Java Blue 1,000,000 times longer than what they are right now. So for all of you who like to get your specialty coffee, I think that's going to make it a little bit more complicated. I think it's going to make the lines a little bit longer. And I think it's a little bit insane to have long lines. Now, there's already long lines at Java Blue as it is, and that's one big perk of the Cheers package. And it's one great thing that I like within the Cheers package. Even though I don't drink that much alcohol, I enjoy it for the coffee. And that line in Java Blue, now that you have that 0 proof Cheers package, it's 100% going to be slam packed. Baby, you had to use the bathroom. My first cruise was quite on a small and very basic ship, and I had an absolute blast. The biggest ship I've been on is Quanto. Have you had any thoughts on Festival Firenze? I have not yet. Lourdes, I have not figured it out yet, but trust me, I promise, as soon as I do, you will be the first one to know. Other than Loverboy. Loverboy might be the first one to know, but you'll be the second, close second anyway. My boys Chuck and Mike are going to have a blast. Yeah, we're going to have a blast on the Star. Meeting up with everybody for the Mardi Gras Transatlantic on the way back is going to be cool too. There's like 10 of us going on that cruise. Can't wait to see your videos on the new Star Princess. Royal had that package forever. Yeah, Royal does have that package, and it's right around the same cost, $30-some. And I am still not a fan of Royals because I'm a big Starbucks guy. I'm not going to lie. Like, I get Starbucks almost every single day. And even though Royals coffee that they brew at their section is still Starbucks coffee, it does not taste the same. It does not look the same. It's not as pretty. It's not as special. So I just think I'll stick with the Starbucks. I got the regular classic beverage package on this cruise. And I get free drinks in the casino, so I'll take it. Take it all day long. Doing the second half with them. Scott is with us. What did I just get called? A pregnant wife? Yeah, Martin, my pregnant wife. Scott is in the house. Controversial Cruising. What's going on, Scott? I'm glad I'm first in line for Java Blue. 100% Scott. And don't forget, give them my number or take my card with you because them lines are going to be long. Me trying to figure out which of those two words Martin is protesting. The pregnant part. The pregnant part. Our morning coffee and 3 p.m. coffee, right, Scott? Lourdes, are you going with us on the Transatlantic on the Mardi Gras? I don't think you are. I don't think you're on that cruise. At least he pretend married you, Martin. He's not knocking you up without a ring. Right. Like I'm not gonna make Martin a single mom out of wedlock. Like we're married, we're knocked up, we're in this thing. He lives in Texas, I live in Florida. And I heard about this girl Haley. I'm trying to figure out who she is. I thought that's what he was naming the baby. Either way, I digress. The Uber cruisers in the house. What's going on, Ian? Hope you and Sandra are having a great day. I was going to say great night. Great day today. It's Friday, so I hope y'all are having a great Friday. Man, I'm stoked about things that are coming up. If you have the opportunity to board the Star Princess, what would be the first thing you would want to see on that size ship? Always find Scott in line with me at Java Blue on the Glory. Yeah, Scott was always getting coffee. Scott's good at getting coffee too. Like he'll be like, "Hey, I'm getting coffee. You want any?" I'm like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." I drink coffee all day long. It's a problem. I drink it morning, noon, night, and for some reason, excuse me, I drink it morning, noon, and night, and for some reason, it does not keep me awake. I'm one of them people that can drink caffeine right before bed and lay down and go right to sleep and not have to worry about it. Now, the first thing I want to do on Star of the Seas is I want to be a fat guy. I want to go up to the buffet. I want to get some lobster tails. I want to pig out on that all indulgence in that big seafood-filled, heavenly masterpiece carved buffet with all of those lobster tails. And I just want a big old golden platter full of those critters and bugs and just walk over to my table and sit down with a fork and a napkin tucked in my shirt and a pound of drawn butter and just eat all the lobsters I could possibly eat. That's me too, Mike. No caffeine, no coffee or caffeine for me after noon each day. I have to. I don't think I can make it without caffeine after the afternoon. I don't think I could make it throughout the day. I would be like a kid in a candy store. I would be so excited that Dan would probably be telling me to shut up and sit the F down. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited about certain things. This will be the first icon class, or whatever class you want to call it, because Martin always likes to correct me with these things. First icon class ship to cruise on. You see, I could barely make it now, Doug. I need caffeine. I have to have caffeine. Does that mean no lobsters in the buffet for us in July next year? I believe that does, Princess. I'll have to look in October, but I know when I got on the Sun that there was no lobster tails in the buffet. Royal was the very first ship I got on last year where there was lobster in the buffet on embarkation day. And as far as I know, they're still doing on Utopia. It's, I believe, for the inaugural year. Don't quote me on that, but it'll be pretty cool to see if Princess does that. We're going well. I'm up near Gay for the next 3 weeks, staying with my 95-year-old father just south of Tweed Heads. Nice. So nice up here. Hey now, Ian. Yeah, so I was asking Gay, well, since you're up that way, are you going to go to the Brisbane Festival this weekend? Or this month or whatever? I do my research. I'm getting ready for Aussie trivia for next year. I've been doing some research. Did you get a reservation for Back to the Future? So I do have a reservation for Back to the Future. Back to the Future is one of the reservations I have. The only reservation I don't think I have, which is a little disappointing because I wanted to see this, is Torque. And that is the Aqua Theater show. So let me pull up the schedule here and see what it is that I have planned. So my calendar... Day 1, I have nothing. Day 2, I have Chops at 5 o'clock. And then Back to the Future at 9 o'clock. Day 3, I have Hooked for lunch. And then SOL, Soul, which is the ice show, Soul, 9 o'clock that night. Day 4, nothing. Day 5... nothing. Day 6, I have Azumi for lunch. Day 7, nothing. And then day 8, nothing. So the schedule is pretty open, right? So there's a few shows that I have reservations for. A few lunches I have reservations for. Dinner at Chops I have reservations for. And then I'm going to go standby with the rest of the shows. I want to check out some comedy and all of that. It just sucks because once... he was removed, all the reservations that were already there were taken away with it too. So when I tried to go in and put Torqued in, Torqued was no longer an option. It kept saying sold out everywhere. So I remember seeing large prawns in the buffet, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, that was pre-pandemic. Mike is on the ball. I try to be on the ball. Clock Family Adventures in the house. What's going on, Mike? No Brisbane trip for me. It's about a 2-hour drive from here, and I am pretty sure Dad won't be interested. Okay, so about 2 hours. So it's still a little ways away. That's like me going to Buc-ee's or me going to Port Canaveral for the night. I had the best lobster on Sun Princess anytime at the restaurant and at Rudy's Version Restaurant. It was delish. Now, I will be honest with you. Rudy's has some really good lobster, and I have made reservations for pretty much the whole cruise in October, up until this point with Charles. I don't even think I told Chuck half the places we were going for dinner. I just made the reservations, and that's that, right? So we have every night pretty much booked out with specialty dining on that trip, so you can see what is going on board that ship, what the menus look like for those specialty restaurants, and so on and so forth, right? Now, you can go into the Princess app, and you can view the menus now. But when you see the video that's going to get put together, and you see the menus and the pictures that are going to get posted in the Facebook group, I think it'll be worth having all of that specialty dining lined up. Now, we weren't going to make a trip into Rome when we were there in port that day. We were going to stay on the ship. However, that has changed. We have made some adjustments. We are going into Rome. I did not purchase Chuck's train ticket. However, but I do have my train ticket already purchased. So I got to get with Chuck to make sure he gets his train ticket booked. And then we're going to go into Rome for the day. And ever since we have made that plan, Chuck has been sending me so many foodie videos from these local delis or restaurants in the area of where we're going to be going in Rome. And I'm pretty sure we're just going to go into Rome and just eat a bunch of meat and cheese and try and find a way back to the ship. Excuse me, I am tired. So let's see. The first day on the Star Princess in Barcelona, we have the Crown Grill. Day 2, we have the Catch by Rudy. Day 3, we have Butcher's Block by Dario. Day 4, we have Ume Teppanyaki. Day 5, there is no booking events. Day 6, we have Umai Hot Pot. I don't know where day 7 went, but it's not here. That's weird. We're missing the whole day. Day 8, we have Love by Brito. And then day 10, we're in Gibraltar and there's nothing there. So I still have a few open days for the specialty dining to be able to book a few restaurants. Now, I will be honest, I don't think I have Sabatini's on the list, which I can put on the list. But I'm not a huge fan of Sabatini's. But I have all of the cool new places. Love by Brito, Hot Pot, Teppanyaki, all of those cool places I have on the list for October. So that way you can see it all. And I think I'm going to try and get a captain's table or chef's table or something like that on board the ship as well. I am currently on the Icon. That's what's up, Mike. I get on board Star Sunday. Who you on the Icon with? I am surprised Izumi was available for lunch. Yeah, so Izumi is available for lunch all six days out of the 7. Waiting to see the restaurants. I have the first 2 nights in July already booked, but I want to do more. What do you have booked for the first 2 nights, Doug? Martin says, I made 4 reservations. Tiramisu. I love tiramisu. I'm not a big lobster fan. I would like to have a nice piece of flathead over lobster. Yeah. Gay Johnson, another question for your trivia. What is a flathead? A flathead obviously is a type of fish. And I'm pretty sure if it's what I'm thinking of, it's probably going to be like a flounder. Let's see. Hey, look at that. I was close. It's like a monkfish. I was close. I was close. I was close. They're a lot nicer looking than a monkfish. But that's a flathead. Oh, wait, no, that's booking. I'm booking cruises for people. No, go back. There we go. That's a flathead. Now, this is a monkfish. It's kind of like Martin's baby picture. He was so cute, wasn't he? Only a face a mother could love. Dave Dietz in the house all the way from Star of the Seas. My man, I showed the picture you sent me, bro. I showed the picture. I asked the ladies in the chat if size matters. They were like, no, we like the small ones. And I was like, yeah. No, just kidding. Just kidding. All right, what did Martin say? I want to try the Italian restaurant and the sushi. Have FYI. Have you had? Nope, have not. check the menu for Sanctuary. I have to check the menu. I'm on with my daughter for her birthday and my son, his girlfriend, and his buddy. Nice. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. Butcher's Block and the Steakhouse. Good evening, Dave, Laura, everybody else. I hope you're all having a fantastic night. Maybe a mullet. Mullet's a little bit oily. We have Crown, Catch, Butcher's Block, and Teppanyaki. Martin, that's it. That's all you need. They're some of the best ones. If you want to have a little bit more of a personal experience with just you and Haley, or you and your significant other, whoever may be going on board, definitely book Love by Brito. Love by Brito is exactly that. It's a Love by Brito restaurant. It's on deck 17 aft, all the way at the top, and it's surrounded by the big black glass windows. So you'll be able to have a nice, awesome view of Alaska as you're sailing through the fjords or leaving port or something like that. So definitely book a Love by Brito. That would be one of my recommendations if you're wanting a more romantic, one-on-one time type of dinner. By the way, Mike, what is the number for the cruise? Wanting to know for Tim Tam's numbers. 8 million. There's 8 million passengers going on the group cruise. The monkfish reminds me of my reflection when I woke up in the morning. That's why I said it looks like Martin's baby picture, only a face a mother could love. Now, monkfish in the States, like up in New York and Philadelphia, New Jersey, up in the Northeast area, it's known as poor man's lobster, right? Like it cooks up like a lobster tail. You can put some butter on it, a little bit of seasoning, broil it up in the oven, and it looks and tastes like a cooked lobster tail. But yeah, Gay, there's 8 million passengers in the group cruise. I don't have full numbers, to be honest with you. We're looking at somewhere between 60 and 70 passengers on board the cruise. And that's from adults down to small children, including mine. It's going to be a great time. Like I'm really stoked. I got people asking every day for some information. I just had Doug reach out the other day with a great question because he hit me with a question that I never really get asked. And the question was, my sister lives in Victoria. Are they able to board the ship with us in Seattle, but get off and go home in Victoria? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. I never have had that question. I would assume they would have to get off the ship in Seattle with everybody else, but no. There is an option. There is a way for them to be able to get off the ship in Victoria. All legal eagle. There's just a few forms that need to be filled out. That way Customs gets the forms when you get into Canada and Victoria, and then they would be able to get off the ship and debark there in Victoria and go home. And we all get back on the ship and we go to Seattle and get off the next day. So I love the questions that keep coming my way. I learn new stuff every day. I've been doing the whole travel thing for a few years now. But I get questions every day, right? Like, this is the first major group cruise. So there's a lot of things that come up. I'm constantly writing notes. I mean, I'm literally filling out papers and napkins when I'm on the phone, just writing down questions. And then I transfer it all to spreadsheets and all that stuff. So I kind of got a ton of spreadsheets at the moment that I got to consolidate down. Everything is looking good. But it's great. Like just all the questions that people ask, all the different things, different scenarios, different things like that. It's just great. I know Martin was asking me questions the other day, and I did not give him answers. So now that we're here, let's talk about it, right? So dinner day 1 is group dinner. Day 2 is group dinner. Day 3 is the Lumberjack and Jill dinner. Day 4 is freestyle dinner. Day 5 has not been figured out yet. Day 6 is going to be group specialty or freestyle. And day 7 will be group dinner and the MDR for farewell. So yeah, there's the dinners, Martin. There's pause it, rewind, go back, figure it out, listen to it again, or ask me for it again in a couple weeks, and we'll figure it out again. Tim Tams are half price at Woolies at the moment. Not that I bought any. Ian, you have to at half price. You're getting 2 for the price of 1? Let's go. 100%. Buy 1,000,000 of them and ship them to Spring Hill, Florida, 34608, and I will pick them up. They are still thinking about it, but I think I can convince them to join us. That would be awesome, Doug. It would be great. Hey, Mike, are you going on the ABC cruise with us in April? I am not. I am not currently booked on the ABCs and you. I am currently booked on a cruise out of Philadelphia to Bermuda in April. Bone Tire Travelers in the house. What's going on, Denise? Sounds right. Jones Act won't let you get off in U.S. port from U.S. embarkation. Yeah, so the Jones Act is one of those fun ones, right? Like, you have to stop at that international port in order to come back and debark. It's one of those ones that it's like the hand pay law, right? They need to update that. I'm a firm believer that needs to be updated, just like the hand pay needs to be updated. And the hand pay rule officially changes in 2026. So hand pays are going to be higher than what they are now. Not as high as they should be, but they will be higher than what they currently are right now. 1 and 3, we will be with y'all. You know me, I will ask even when I see you in November. Yeah, I know you will. Julie is in the house. What's going on, Julie? Hope you and Nate are having a fantastic night. Everyone's saying hello to Julie. You all send me your videos and pics of the cruise. I am willing to at least feel I am with you. Lourdes, there's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time. You might be able to make it work. Laura wants to know if we are having dinner on the cruise. If we are having dinner on the cruise. Yeah, why would we not have dinner on the cruise? Like as a group, Dave, or like as a small group? Like as in me, you, Laura, my new best friend, Kathy, who I was told I was not allowed to talk to because we were friends first. Yeah, I got that one too. I got that one the other day. But yeah, we have group dinner set up on the cruise and all that stuff. I'll find out in October when I get on board. It's been confirmed. I have the confirmed time and all of that stuff. But I'll find out in October when I get on board the Star, where it's going to be, what venue. I believe it's the Aurora dining room, and then where they're going to stage the tables and all of that stuff. Are you going on the ABCs in April? At this point in time, I am not, Denise. Mike, did you check out the shirt I sent you the link for earlier this week? I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure that I did look at the shirt that you sent me, Doug. Let me see. Let me pull it up because as soon as I see it, I'm going to know whether or not I saw it. The Starry Night shirt. Yep. I did see it. Yeah, that's the Hard Daddy. So the problem with the Hard Daddy stuff is sometimes they don't have XLT. No, and see this one, they don't have the XLT either. They just go all the way up to 4. So I need the XLT version. But yeah, I did see that, Doug. She is just checking mini dinners. Yeah, so we have, some nights we have group dinners scheduled. Some nights we have freestyle dinners scheduled for the group. It really depends on the day of the port. Like I said, I already forgotten. I just read it. So like the first night we have group dinner. We have after dinner cocktails at the Wheelhouse Bar. Day 2 we have the slot pool. We have the ice cream social. Group dinner in the MDR. And then Irish music night at O'Malley's. Day 3 we have the MDR group dinner where everyone's going to come dressed as lumberjacks and lumberjills. Day 4, we have a coffee meetup and then the group wow watching excursion. Freestyle dinner for that day. It's eat where you please. Day 5, we have the White Pass Railway excursion and then lunch and drinks at the Skagway Brewing Company. Day 7, we have a couple events scheduled in that morning, including the trivia. That's a C day. And then that would be the freestyle or group specialty dining dinner. And then day 7 would be Victoria. And there's a bunch of events. Like, I don't want to show you because then it's going to give away all the fun stuff we're going to be doing in Alaska. But there's a whole list of events planned for every single day. You can attend all the events. You can come to all of the events. You don't have to. The more the merrier. All the lanyards are here. All that fun stuff is here. There's a ton of stuff that's here. Denise, Bone Tire Travelers, is actually working on another thing that's going to go into the goodie bags. I'm not going to tell you what those are, and I'm not going to tell you what the bags look like or if they're reusable or disposable. But everything's coming along. Like, it's slowly working its way in to rhythm. It's working its way into syncing. It's all coming along very, very well. It's all running smoothly. Everything's going well. And yeah, it's one of those things where things are starting to fall into place. Everything's working out good. We got a couple more people looking the book. We got a couple more events that we need to schedule. We got to put the Aussie trivia on there. I know what the prize is for that, and I'll be honest with you, it's pretty bad. So I am going to be, checking on that. Did I say wow washing? That would be pretty funny. I'm tired, man. It's been a long week. Last week and this week, everything is just running together. And it's been a long week. I just need a day to be able to sleep in and just enjoy a little bit of late morning wake up. It's been a long time since I could do all of that. Ice Cream Social to make use of the Princess Premier package. 100%. 100%. So I have over 80 shirts from them, and they are all good for me in 4X. How tall are you, Doug? Speaking of Doug, I got a new set that I built. I can show you what I built the other day, Doug. It's all exciting. I have 2 cruises booked before the Alaska cruise, but by far I am most excited about the Alaska one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before July. I probably won't be hitting all 5, but there's 5 on the books before July. I am winning Alaska and Aussie trivia. I highly doubt that, Martin. Wows could get a bit dirty, you know. Yeah, I probably did say wow washing. Doug is 6'4". So yeah, they might work for me. I'll have to get one and try it out. But that's a lot of shirts, man. You got that many shirts. I thought I had a lot of shirts, but that's a lot of shirts. That's a lot of shirts. Over 80 shirts. You got almost one shirt for 6 months of the year, man. I will bring chocolate bars from Canada for everyone and a few boxes of Purdy's chocolates for you, Chuck and Gay. I appreciate that, Doug. Purdy's is really good. They got some good stuff. They got some good stuff. I'm 6'4". Yes. How tall are you, Doug? I'm 6'4", and I want to make sure the hoodie fits right. Martin is so strung out over that hoodie. Martin, if you win the Powerball, we buy a yacht and bring everyone on board. I don't think there'd be enough room on a yacht. Just over 30 just for Christmas. Man, that's a lot. Welcome to the Lourdes Martin yacht. I'm telling Haley, I'm ratting you out, bro. I am ratting you out, bro. I'm telling Haley. But anyway, Doug, I built this the other day. This is the Space Invaders little arcade machine. I built that the other day. I had such a blast building this. And it like opens up full like apartment style arcade inside the game. This was a fun little build. And then I built one of my postcards that I haven't had. Italy came in, so I built that to go in the cabinet with the rest of the travel postcards from all the places I've hit. I only buy and build the postcards from places I've gone. So I have Italy, I have London, I have New York. The only one I bought that I have not been has been Beijing. And it's always because I wanted to go to all of these Asian countries. And I got to get Australia. That's another one I got to get, even though that's retired. And then I was going to build this the same day, but I got tired. This is the love set I didn't build that yet. I got the steamboat sitting over there that I picked up last weekend with the ticket counter as the free gift. And then I got some orders coming from Lego over the next few days. September has been a great month for Lego drops. I really don't know where I'm going to put them. I'm probably going to have to start getting a storage unit because I'm literally running out of space to put the sets. What I really need to do is start building them. I really need to start building them. I need to get them built. I need to get them displayed, and then I'll have more room to put more boxes. But I got the other 2 Nike Dunk sets. They're coming. The camera just kicked. This one's frozen, so let's go over to this one. Why I power this one off and turn it back on. Let's see what happens. Hey. So I got the other 2 Nike Dunk sets. One came out last month, and then the other 2 came out this month. So I got those. What else did I snatch up? I got the Harry Potter Hogsmeade. That's coming since Haley is working. Look at that. Martin with another one. He's going to get in trouble.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
So I got a couple more Harry Potter sets coming, but I'm really excited about a few sets that I got that are retired sets. And I'm going to crack them open and I'm going to build them. And they're going to be built in a special way. So I can't tell you because obviously it's a surprise. You'll see it. I promise you will see it. But retired sets that are going to be cracked open and built. They're not going to be shelf sets like the other few retired sets I have. They're going to be cracked open and built. And I promise you, it's not going to disappoint. It's going to be one of those fun builds. You're back. I am back, Lourdes. I am back. Call it outdoor education. Make the kids sleep outside and make their rooms displays. I would, but here in the state of Florida, I'm pretty sure that would be considered child abuse. You should go in with Tony B and share his storage unit. He's got plenty of Lego he has not built. He does, Ian, and I just supplied him with a few more sets the other day. So there's not much room in his storage unit. I picked up a Lego lot, and the first person I thought of about a couple of the sets was Tony B. So I got in contact with him, and he picked up a couple of the sets out of the lot that I got. Yeah, I promise you, if I took a picture, you would be surprised at how many Lego sets I have in my house. I'm talking closet, top shelf of the closet, corner of the floor, and like all up here in front of my TV is display cases, like retro style display cases that hold my current sets. And then here I'm going to be putting some sets up here. The Great Wave, which is that one right there on the mantle. That's going to go on the wall, along with my Jaws set. That's going to go up there as well. But I wanted to build those 3 sets, and I started with the 2 small ones. I was watching Harry Potter when I was building the sets, and I was going to do the love one, but I was so tired I went to sleep. I didn't even want to crack the box open and break the seal. Where's Loverboy? I'm missing my Loverboy. I believe he's a working. He's probably working and lurking. Let's see. I know how to tell if he's here or not. Nope, he's not here. He's not here. So I'm pretty sure he's working. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Are you going to spend the $1,000 on the new Death Star? I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to acquire a retired set that is going to cost a pretty penny. Yeah, I'm looking at the Hogwarts train, the big one that I wanted to get a while ago and I never did. And that's going to cost a little bit of a pretty penny. But in September's taking a lot of money for Lego, right? Like you have the Nike Dunk sets that just dropped. You have the Hogsmeade Village that just dropped. That's a $400 set alone, the Hogsmeade Village. And then in a few days, like 10 or 11 days, you have the Black Pearl dropping. So it's kind of, one of those months. September is one of those hard months to not pick up sets. At least this month, it's one of those hard months to not pick up sets because they have such great ones. Databetic, why don't Egyptian crocodiles believe they are reptiles? Because they are in denial. Databetic telling jokes all week long. Look at that. Haley Torres in the house. Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great night. Haley, I hope you're having a great night, too. By the way, Haley, you got any plans this weekend? I'm going to ask you instead of Martin. Got any plans this weekend, Haley? Want to fly to Florida? Want to board the Star Princess? Not Star Princess. The Star of the Seas. Look at me trying to be all funny, and I get the wrong ship. The Star of the Seas. I found the original Black Pearl for sale, missing one figure for $750. $750 is not bad. $750 is not bad on a used set. So the last set I found was the new set, and it was like $2,000. Good night, Will G. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Well, my dears, this senior citizen needs to go to sleep. Good night, Lourdes. Haley ain't going nowhere. Martin, you don't answer for her. You don't speak for her. Anyway, let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. Since we were talking about Alaska, we might as well get ready to end the night on a good night. There's 19 of y'all in here. If y'all can do me a favor before y'all run away scared to death that this big man is talking to y'all for the last hour, can y'all smash that like button for me? It might not seem like it does a lot, but it does a lot. And the more you like, the more I don't play this video. So if you don't like watching this video, it's because you didn't push the like button and now the video is going to get played. There's 20 of y'all, 16 likes. I need y'all to like the button 4 more times. Water. It's so good for you. Make sure y'all drink y'all water. I managed to get 2 more likes in the time of that video, so I appreciate y'all for smashing that like button. But that's it, y'all. That is a wrap on the week. It's a few minutes short. So I will leave it open for questions or comments or any of that fun stuff for the next few minutes. The Eagles game is in a weather delay right now, which means my bets are not hitting, which is a little concerning because I figured I placed some good bets this week, and with it being the opening night, everything would go well. But as of right now, we are in a weather delay. Listen, man, I just need one more to hit for $250. That'll be a nice little $250 come up. I drink over 5 liters of water a day. That's a good amount of water, Doug. That's definitely a good amount of water. But all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me on this Thirsty Thursday. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to sign out for the night. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Be sure to go over to Facebook and join the Facebook community. That way you can stay up to date with everything going on with me when I'm out on these high seas. Until next time, until this weekend, I will see you on the high seas. I'd never end it that way. Why would I do that? Why can't I edit live videos? Until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. I'll see y'all this week. Peace. See you when I see you. What is wrong with me?